Hello everyone. It's James again. And before I start today's video, I just want to quickly say, all work in this video contains 100% original content of and by myself James Smith, otherwise known as Bgood 4000, and was uniquely created with NAWMAL software, by myself James Smith. As I purchased commercial rights from NAWMAL to produce my unique and original video with this software. Commentary is uniquely my own thoughts, feelings, and expressions. Now that I have that out of the way, I do hope everyone is doing fantastic on your journey of self-betterment. Today, I want to talk about my theory. And this is just my theory, mind you, regarding narcissist parents. And it being quite often, not always but quite often, a narcissist parent. And my theory on how I believe this came about. You see, there was a time in society when couples stayed together and were legally married because of the social stigma of not doing such things. And we know narcissists. At least a great many love to blend into society without being noticed. So a great many years ago, I think the norm in a narcissistic home was both parents were narcissists to one degree or another. And yes, even some enablers. Though they can be codependent, they can also be narcissists as well. And they play the I don't know what is going on role, to allow the more active, if you want to call it that, narcissist to do what they do in the family dynamics, to cause the problems they cause, to get narcissistic supply from their sons, daughters and other family members. All the while the narcissist enabler is getting their supply by acting like they are helpless to fix anything, while they feed on the pain and helplessness of their son or daughter. And then you might have a narcissist parent and a decent parent that stayed because of, again, society's standards and not wanting to have that stigma against them. But something happened. Can you say? No fault divorces. You see, I want to stop for a moment. Narcissist love. And I mean they love new supply. You see, in general, new experiences can be nice for anyone. Like the first time you ever went on a date with someone you liked. Or the first time you drove a car. First experiences can often be exhilarating. And can make you a little bit scared at the same time. That's why they can be so special. But a normal healthy person knows we can't keep discarding important people that care about us out of our lives, just so we can find new people to allow us to have that new experience charge. Keywords are normal healthy person. And we all know that in no way, shape or form describes the narcissist when we say normal and healthy. And back many years ago, it wasn't socially accepted to discard and keep on moving. And on to the next one. That is why I think you might have seen back then what appeared to be intact families, but that were infested with narcissists and narcissistic abuse from top to bottom. But they may or they may not have hid it well, depending if there were any overt narcissists in the home. But no fault divorces happened, along with certain favoritisms to some narcissists. And before you knew it, the divorce rate went through the roof. And now, some of these narcissists broke up their homes, because they knew the courts would allow them to always draw on the supply from ruining the lives of their ex-partner, along with ruining the lives of their sons and daughters. But they could now repeat this pattern over and over and over again, all with the court's help, being able to get that new supply, and then more new supply and then more new supply. Here's the thing. There were a great many flaws in the marriage system back then that forced people to be with a narcissist just for the sake of keeping a family together. But today, it has completely gone the other way. Wherein a great many, not all, but a great many narcissists are able to use the laws and society, and marriage, and divorce, and having a son or daughter as a way to not only use this family dynamic to gain narcissistic supply for their entire lives, but to run amok and get it from this new person, and that new person, and so on, and so on. and so on. This should make you quite upset when you see and understand this. Because I think some of you may remember. I recently made a video about why narcissists and codependents are on the rise. And quite simply, it's because they are literally forced by the law to live in and be a part of these messed up dysfunctional homes. That literally robs them of their best years. Robs them of their talents, dreams and chances when they are young to make a good life start for themselves. And it loads them up with emotional baggage and emotional scars they will carry around with themselves for a lifetime. It's just sick. And this can all be prevented. It can be greatly helped and prevented. Now nothing is perfect. But it can be prevented by a large degree and helped. And how can that be done? To talk about openly and honestly that we more than likely have a larger population in society that have personality disorders such as narcissism and a great many others like it. That have individuals acting in a horrible way. Dragging their sons, daughters and ex-partners through the worst of the worst kind of life. They lie. They cheat. And they will use every angle they can to get what they want. And they will do it all with a straight face and or a tear in their eye. And if something like this is admitted, then we have to look at the laws. It's easy to say, don't get married. Or it's easy to say, don't have a relationship with someone. But the simple fact is, for one, there are people right now stuck. They are literally stuck in these types of horrible situations this very second. So such advice will not be of help to them. Because they are in the eye of the storm, so to speak. The other thing to think about is most people. Not all. Not all. Most people are social. And it feels nice to be around others. Others you think that care about you. This is why in prison, if they want to really punish you, they put you into solitary confinement so you will mentally crack up and lose your mind. So no matter what, and no matter how careful people will be, and how careful they will try to be, it's a good chance they might give a new person a chance in their life. And I've said it before. I will say it again. If narcissists knew they would be held accountable for such failed relationships, and there was no windfall of cash along with the ability to have a chance to use their son or daughter as a pawn in the legal process of a split, most narcissists would see it as a waste of time to even engage in such relationships. Oh, they will try. But they will quickly learn. The person that is by and large the decent parent will be able to leave. And leave without losing their shirt or their son or daughter. And you watch. In such a breakup, the true narcissist, the real deal true narcissist, will most times then not default on their responsibilities to spend quality time with the son or daughter. Because there will be no money to be had. Nor very little narcissistic supply. So this narcissist will say they are too busy. They are to this. Or to that. And other narcissist will see this. And they will say, it's not worth. But right now, it's good people saying it's not worth it. Kind of backwards, don't you think? Also, doing things in this way will help prevent more narcissist lights from springing up. And very quickly again. A narcissist light is someone that may not be a narcissist. Or a full-on narcissist. But because society has influenced them so much, they can go from being a really good upstanding person to someone that breaks up their happy home. For the most ridiculous reasons. Sometimes even when you've found a good person, they can be influenced by society, their so-called friends, and other outside influences. However, if they see splitting up your home is no instant lottery ticket, they will think twice before committing to a relationship. And leaving a good relationship they have committed to. Because if things are truly fair, people that by and large try to do the right things, there won't be a reason for them to leave and split up such a home. But at the same time, if someone is being abused, narcissistically or otherwise, They won't be tied to the relationship to where they can't leave. Because someone that is truly being abused, narcissistically or otherwise, they aren't looking for a lottery ticket. And they aren't looking to repeats of such instances so they can get even more lottery tickets. They are just looking to be free of the bad treatment. And the ability to have their valuable time not wasted on being gaslit, lied to, and mistreated in every way you can think of. So what do you do? Speak out. Not just about narcissism. But why in the heck is the marriage, divorce, and family court system the way it is? And why isn't it set up to be a more fair system that takes narcissism and those that will lie for supply and money into account? And if you speak out about it, watch those get mad and angry that you are trying to change their system. Well, why would they be angry if they aren't narcissists and they like fairness? Because most of us have the same darn story. The same one. There are those that don't. There are still those that grew up in a home intact, if you want to call it that. But this using the court system thing to have supply on tap and to be able to discard to find another has become a normal happening. And the only way it will truly stop, besides people not partaking in it, is for people to speak out about it. Because if you don't know the drill, the narcissist will take an inch, then a foot, then a yard, then a mile, and then the entire playing field. Speak up. Please speak up. Well everyone, that's all I have for right now. What do you think about my theory? I would like to know your thoughts and your theory as well. Leave your comments in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And if you would like to support even further, you can do so by the way of Patreon. And those that are supporting by the way of Patreon, I humbly say thank you. With that said, I do hope your day is blessed. And until next time, bye for now. And be good to yourself.